text me or something. Hey man, maybe say that. All right. Now Pebbley, these are good friends of yours also. And,
oh man, I consider these young ladies my family. That's my sister, Dr. Reba Perry, Renee, and then we got the Queen Egypt over here. Y'all just gonna be so shocked about what she does and travel all over the world. But yeah, this is my family here. They're here from Queens and they staying at my house.
Yes.
You know, they're my guests. And if Mike is on, Reba.
Yes. Mic check, mic check.
Put a mic on.
Yes. I'm on.
All right.
Yeah, listen. I fell asleep last night and I was trying to figure out what happened because it was just too quiet.
You know, but we are very glad to have you ladies on the show today, because we want you to definitely give us a little insight what's going on. You know, I'm talking about these ladies. They've been on all these a lot of news stations, won numerous awards. And you just be
top notch, top notch at the top of the world right now. You know what I'm saying?
They do commercials. I ain't gonna talk about boy. They gonna let them talk about it.
Let's turn that music down. Let's get because I want everybody to understand and hear exactly what's going on up in this piece today. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So to my left, not to my right, but to my left, we got little Egypt. Egypt, introduce yourself, baby.
My name is Egypt Ufale. I'm the CEO of my own two companies, Shelly Line and Booty Chasers.
You see how humble that is? My name is Egypt, and I got my own CEO. And
she's so cute.
Yeah, right. You got to throw that bass out. They got to hear you in the mic. They can't hear you. So my name is Egypt.
Yes, Egypt.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go. Go.
Hi, my name is Egypt Ufale. I'm the CEO of my own two companies, Shelly Line and Booty Chasers. I'm 13 years old.
13 years old.
To the left is her mom, which is her biggest supporter, her security, her manager, her PR, her photographer, her videographer. Should I say more?
Yeah.
Her stylist. She okay to clothes because this young lady here designs her own clothes. We're going to get into all that. We're going to get into all that. Tell me a little something, Dr. Reba Perry.
Well, I am Dr. Reba Perry Ufale. I added my husband's name on about a year and a half ago. Big mistake. But anyway. Just joking.
Hey, what you talking about? No, this
anyway, I want to congratulate Egypt on all the work she's doing. I mean, literally, we have traveled the world. We will be in Hong Kong in another month. We'll be doing Orange County Fashion Week next month. And then March, which is right around the corner, we'll be doing the Black Dollar Fair in Georgia with Mattel Barbie, who will be celebrating her 60th birthday. We'll be doing unique, no, it's not unique, I'm sorry, that's later on in the year. We'll be doing young, gifted, talented event with Andrine Lady Doves. We do that every year, and that's to bring showcases, scholarships. And then on Saturday, we'll be doing my daughter, I'm probably saying it wrong because I got a whole lot of dates in my head, but Saturday we'll be doing, Egypt will be a guest speaker on 4 West 43rd Street. You can come out. I'll have the information later on in reference to her being the only kid speaker in reference to that. And we travel a lot because we want to keep our young African-American girls inspired. And we don't segregate ourselves from other races. But I only know how to be an African-American woman.
I know that's right.
I don't know how to be no other race. And at the end of the day, our goal is to help young girls in challenging situations, but also in rural areas that were forgotten, that society has kind of cast them off and told them that they are nobody when they are a princess. And of course, their mother is a queen, regardless of what their situation is. So that's what me and Egypt do. It's very grueling, it's exhausting. But at the end of the day, I always say you rest when you're dead.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like those words.
Yeah, because when you're moving, you're making money.
Amen. And I don't want to die broke.
Well, it's very inspiring. You know, I have you guys here today because there's a lot of people that actually been bullied in their life, and they haven't even spoke about it because now they tough, they hard, so they don't want to go back and talk about what happened in their life as an adult, you know.
Right.
But what about the young ones that are here today? So that's why I have you here, because it's your experience as well as your daughter's, you know, and I want Egypt to actually tell everyone basically how she started and what is she doing now. So we'll get to the now part later, because I usually work in the front and move back. So let's go back to as far as the bullying. Tell us your story. What happened?
So I was bullied in the 1st and 2nd grade, and I always liked to sew with my grandma. So like that was like my comfort zone kind of. So I took that and I just made it into a business to spread awareness around the world.
So you're saying that you was bullied at what age?
I think 1st and 2nd grade I was like 6, 7.
Okay, 6 or 7. And then you didn't want to tell your mother, as I understand, you didn't want to tell your mother that you was bullied, and she didn't know what was going on. It's just that you had a nerve thing. So every time you was going to school, you said your stomach hurt.
Yes.
And then you was sick, because you already knew, and nobody would listen. Nobody would listen in the school. You would go in there and you would raise your hand and you would say, hey, they doing this. And what was they doing to you in the school? What was happening? What was the kids doing?
They would call me names, things like that. They would push me around. They would kind of like beat me up, kind of.
Right. And then when you come home, you don't say nothing. You used to try to say something, but you know how your mom was.
Medea.
So you didn't really want to tell your mother because you were scared that your mother was going to go to the school and shake it down.
Sure.
All right? So you try to tell the teacher, and they thinking you trying to be like disrupting the classroom, but you really raising your hand, trying to, ladies and gentlemen, she's raising her hand in school, trying to tell the teacher, hey, this person is bothering me. Hey, I didn't eat my lunch today because they threw my lunch on the ground. And in the lunchroom, she can't go back and get seconds to let them know because they're thinking that, oh, she's just trying to be greedy and get some more food. But by all means, she was being bullied. They was taking her lunch or throwing it on the ground, pushing her, fighting her. And this is at the age of 6. Can you imagine? There are some kids out here today that is going through something and they're much older. But at 6 years old, there are parents that have kids that have had kids that they have taken their own life. So you need the warning signs.
That's right.
And that's where Dr. Reba comes in and she starts explaining. Tell us a little bit about that.
So since Egypt came out with her story, this would be the 4th year that she's come out with her story. We had a total of 12 children that committed suicide under the age of 12.
Wow.
And the stories come in as soon as we hear about the story. The parent will reach out to us and we give them things to work with to keep their child legacy going. But I don't want a parent to suffer the way Egypt has suffered, because I'm gonna tell you, when she told me this was in November, and I remember very clearly when she was being bullied, she told me, and I cried, and I said I felt like I had failed her, and she said, Mommy, it's okay, because you told me hurt people hurt people. And I had to take that wisdom and put it together and figure out how can I help other families, because every day we would pull up to the school and Egypt would say my stomach hurt, or before we get ready to go to school she would be in the bathroom either throwing up or I thought it was a stomach virus, and I would always take her back and forth to the doctor. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with her, but it was really her nerves. So she said to me one day, we pulled up in front of the school, I can't go into the school. I said, why? She said, they're going to kill me. So I said, who's going to kill you? She said, the kids. And I said to myself, let me say a silent prayer, because I don't want to go to jail. I said, when it comes to children, I'm very passionate. Everybody knows that I love children because I'm an owner of my own business with daycares. And I said to myself, how could a school fail my daughter? And I realized that there were multiple schools failing the children and still doing it. That the children were feeling unsafe. And like for Egypt's instance, she wasn't saying anything because she was the type of kid that's very quiet and wasn't responding. So she kept it to herself and she didn't really have the warning signs besides the body being sick, but also because she was keeping her grades up and it wasn't failing. So I said there was nothing else wrong, but there are many warning signs. And as a parent and as an educator myself, I said I have to talk to teachers, the principal, the dean, and anybody that can listen so that another child doesn't have to silently suffer. And that's our goal as we travel the world, because we realize this is a worldwide epidemic.
It is, yes,
worldwide.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And